Hi, everybody. Hope you're doing well. Hard to believe another week's gone by since Recharge, and excited to make this new video for you. I hope you've been able to kind of maintain the energy, the enthusiasm, the excitement since we left. Definitely one of the biggest challenges is maintaining, what we achieved there in those 10 days. It's very, very difficult when you have this enormous spiritual high and this incredible 10-day experience to translate that back into regular life. And with each passing day and week and month, it gets more and more difficult. So I wanted to share this message with you. I hope it inspires you, brings you back a little bit. And so here we go. The parashah this week, the Torah portion this week, talks about the journeys that the Jewish people went on when they left Egypt and they were making their way to the land of Israel. And the Torah records 42 stops along the journey. And so the question is, why does the Torah record each one of these stops? Why not just simply tell us that the Jewish people left Egypt, spent 40 years in the desert, and went into the land of Israel? What's the purpose of mentioning all 42 stops one by one by one? So keep that in the back of your mind, and I want to just share with you an article that I read this week. It talks about the concept that really resonates with people, and that is the idea that the grass is greener on the other side. It always seems like the other person or someone else we know has it a lot easier. Maybe they have a better job than us. Maybe they're thinner, they're stronger, better looking than us. They have more money, they have better parents, better mother, better father, they have a phenomenal family, whatever it is. But when I look at my life, it just doesn't seem to add up. It doesn't seem to match up to the people around me. And what the article was saying is that concept, which we all can understand, is even more intense in our generation with social media, because people go onto Facebook and you start reading how all these amazing things that are happening to people, because people post only the incredible things that happen to them. They got a new job, they're moving to a new home or something like that. Of course, there are those people that post pictures of their cat with glasses on or things like that, but a lot of people are posting the most amazing things that are happening to them, and it really fuels this idea that the grass is greener, and we start to wonder about why am I really struggling. And so this gets back to our question about why mention the 42 stops? Why not just mention the destination? You see, because life is not about the destination, it's about the journey. And each step along the way can be very challenging, and we may reach a certain level each time, but it's hard to sometimes get there. They once asked Thomas Edison, who it took him, I think, like 101 tries to make the light bulb, and they said to him, how did it feel to fail 99 times? And he said, I didn't fail 99 times, rather there were 99 steps. And sometimes when you look at other people's lives, you think, wow, look at that person, look at all the money they made, and how come I'm such a loser, I can't earn any money? But in reality, you're looking at the end point of someone's experience. You're not looking at the journey, you're not looking at the steps. And what really is important in life is not where you're going, but the path that you're on. And it's very, very difficult to stay the course. It's very difficult when you get energy and enthusiasm and inspiration to keep going and not let that wane. That's really the greatest test of life, and that's how God created the world, that we have to be constantly looking for inspiration. Because when a person struggles, when a person really has to put in effort in their life, the other side of that is that you have incredible pleasure when you achieve. When things come easy, they don't really last. What lasts is when a person really has to put in effort, has to put in incredible mindfulness in order to maintain what they've achieved. And so, I know you're back in what you call maybe regular life, and you look at Israel sometimes maybe as the anomaly, but I think it's really the opposite. It's the 10 days that you spent here in Israel is what's real, and the quote-unquote regular life sometimes is really the bill of goods. That's the falseness of life. And I want to use a good analogy. I think this really works well. If you think about like someone who's traveling on a dark road, and they don't know exactly where they're going. They can't see the obstacles in their way, but suddenly there's a flash of lightning, and everything lights up, but just for a second. But that second is enough to give you an image of what the road looks like, about what the obstacles are that are in your way, and you can keep walking. And until maybe the distance goes where the flash is no longer in your head, and hopefully there's another flash, and then you can keep going. So being in Israel is like that flash of light. It illuminates our paths. It gives us real clarity as to what's important, what's not important in life, what we need to focus on, and what we need to try to leave by the wayside. And you have to be able to continuously access that light in order to illuminate the darkness. And I'm not saying that your lives are dark or people's lives are dark. But what life is that life is very, very challenging. And it's exciting, but it's challenging. And we need torches, we need lights along the way in order to help us illuminate the path. And that's what Israel was. That's what your experience here was, guys. It was something so incredibly real. And it's a touchstone. It's like gives you the ability to see with the eyes of your soul, and not necessarily just looking at everything with the eyes, the physical eyes, because you only see the surface when you do that. You have to reach things on the deepest, on the soul level. And I think this experience here in Israel gave you all of that. So I want to bless you all that you continue on your paths with enormous light, and that you connect to everything on the deepest soul level. You connect to your soul as a Jew, and you continue to reach and to learn and to find the things that you need to light up your life. And I hope everyone stays connected to the land of Israel, that you can stay connected to being Jewish. And the only way to do that is to constantly be moving forward. One thing I forgot to mention is that the path of life is always uphill. And if you're not moving forward, you're moving backwards. So find something to connect to. If you need help, I'm always here to help you 24/7. You can send me emails, call, whatever you like. So anyhow, guys, I love you all very much. Wishing you the deepest and richest blessings from the land of Israel. And I hope this is the greatest Shabbat of your life ever, at least until next week.